listen in the afternoon, 9 in the morning. Playing all the hits for you to listen to. Live and direct from FSU. Homie, we on. Shorty, we on. Listen in the afternoon, 9 in the morning. Welcome to a new era of the radio. So go ahead and cool out to the sounds of your favorite show. Attitude check, Bronco pride. Turn on your computer and just vibe. And you know how we do, run by the students, so it's all about you. And send your requests, we will get them on for you, that's a bet. And keep you in the know, the information given throughout the show. Take time to listen, tell your friends. If they don't believe it, let them know again. Yeah. Catch the sensation, turn to the new #1 station. Go to your computer and you hear a great show. Cause we on, listen in the afternoon, 9 in the morning. Playing all the hits for you to listen to. Live and direct from FSU. Homie, we on, shorty, we on. Listen in the afternoon, 9 in the morning.
BroncoiRadio.com pays tribute to the many great black innovators, game changers, and historical legends that fought to give our generation a better chance for success. Here's another BroncoiRadio.com Black History Moment.
Ernest Everett Just prepared for college at Kimball Hall Academy, New Hampshire, where he completed a 4-year course of study in only 3 years. In the graduating Dartmouth College class of 1907, Ernest Just was the only person to be graduated from magna cum laude.
This has been another Black History Moment. Get more Black History facts by logging on to our website at www.bronco-iradio.com, the student station of Fayetteville State University. BroncoiRadio.com.
Bronco-iradio.com. This is the bottom line. Do not leave your computer.
BroncoiRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is
live.
And it is Motivational Monday. You're tuned in with Kiara West,
Jamie Davis,
Ford Bowles,
and Antoine Andrews.
It's Motivation Monday, and it's also Monday afternoon, which means we just had a weekend. How was everybody's weekend?
I didn't do much.
It was Halloween too, so how was everybody's Halloween? How was everybody's weekend?
I went on a walk. That's about it. I went on a walk. Well, I mean, that's not, I didn't just like sleep, wake up, go on a walk, and then go like, but you know, just did a 2-day walk. Yeah, I was walking all over the place. No, just did a bunch of schoolwork. You know, just trying to get on top of stuff and finish strong for the semester. So yeah, can't let Halloween festivities get in the way.
He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Spooky season. Can't let spooky season get in the way.
Fix my glasses that aren't here,
Adjust my specs.
Yeah. Anyways, what'd you up to, Jamie?
Man.
My weekend was pretty fun filled. Friday, I did a little photography that evening.
Okay.
Saturday, took my baby girl to the trick-or-treat experience.
Oh, that's good.
In downtown Fayetteville. That was nice.
What'd you have her dress up as?
She was a witch.
Did she want to be one, or were you like, nah, this is
No, well, the thing about it was I was so busy this week.
Yeah.
Nah, well, she don't care what she wear. But I was so busy this week. We were so busy, so we had to get her something because last week was Spirit Week, so we was getting outfits and stuff for every day of the week. But Friday, she was a witch, so we just transferred that uniform over to trick or treat time. It was good. We went out to eat. She didn't get no candy.
She transferred her candy became my candy.
Yes,
it was collective candy.
Oh, mine. Other than that, it was chill.
Yeah,
plenty of work to do.
Yeah.
Oh, how was your weekend, brother?
My weekend productive. I did a lot of work. I worked, got on the clock. Friday, it was just non-stop, like schoolwork, honestly. After I left the station here. Saturday, I really didn't do too much. I went out. I went to a Halloween party that night, bringing in Halloween.
Right.
Okay.
Sunday, yesterday, really the same thing as Friday, just doing my work. I had a quiz due last night. It's crazy. I did it at Waffle House. It was due at 11:59.
Fire.
I did it at Waffle House at 11:30.
You know, sometimes you gotta.
He's amazing.
You gotta just make things happen. You gotta do it on your
Not only
phone,
that,
like on
like
Canvas on your phone or whatever.
Not only that, I had a it was a Halloween party on campus here yesterday for the people that didn't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Myself, my Neo, and my advisor, we all like came together and got like a lot of candy, and we just gave them out at the party there. You know, it kind of worked out.
How was the party?
It was kind of cool. It was it kind of worked out for the best because the people that were hosting the party, they forgot their candy or either they didn't buy the candy.
Oh, so y'all kind of.
So we came in and saved it.
Lifesavers.
Yeah.
Wait, was that in RJSC?
No, it was right here in the Lily.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So, for the most part, I was just, I was in the Halloween festivities. I wasn't in the most Halloween spirit per se. I didn't have a costume, but I had a mask.
Right.
Was you dressed up? What was your mask?
It was like a Michael Myers kind of thing almost.
Oh, okay, I got
I
you.
was dressed in all black with like a Michael Myers.
Right, I got you.
I was strolling like a Sigma, looking like Michael Myers.
Okay,
it was kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie.
What'd you dress up? You dress up as anything?
This year, I decided to be a black father.
Oh,
this year.
Yeah, I was a college student. So like, it was real simple.
I'm gonna stick with that for the next 18 years. Now, I wanted to get a costume, but I didn't have time, y'all. Next year though, I'm going all out. That's what I say.
I'm the worst with that, man. Like I'll just be, and then I see all the different things that people do, and I'm like, wow, like there's so many. I don't think I need to sit down and I guess like brainstorm even just for 5-10 minutes and just be like, these are some good ones that I could do. You know, I just didn't have any plans, so there wasn't a ton of motivation to like, dress up.
Miss West,
what'd you do?
What was the best costume you saw out there?
She was like mine.
Were you in the world? You was in the world. You went out and about.
Of course she did. We know this.
First of all,
we know the social.
I didn't even go out.
We know the socialite.
Kiara always.
I didn't even go out. So first of all, the best costume that I saw, I don't know. I saw some really good ones though.
Yeah.
I think the coolest one I saw this little girl. She was a Chick-fil-A worker. She had the headset, the red
really
polo.
Or was she
no,
young?
this little girl was probably like 4 years old.
So Chick-fil-A worker.
Downtown was lit. Shout out to Sherelle.
She was a Chick-fil-A
We went downtown
worker.
trick-or-treating. Yeah, downtown was lit, y'all.
Oh, I should have just gone downtown, honestly. That's what, I never did that.
Everything was downtown from about maybe, I got there about
Was it Hay
4
Street?
o'clock. Yeah,
Hay
Street. And people just lined up. We were in the lines at first, but my baby girl don't really know what's going on, so we was in a line and we just moved around. Huh?
Y'all go to Scarewinds?
I used to go there when I was like younger, but it's 3 hours away now.
I went to Scarewinds. I didn't go. Of course, I didn't go this past.
This weekend?
No,
okay.
I didn't go this past weekend. But I went.
Yeah.
It was kind of dope. It was like the first time I went in a while.
I just haven't I didn't go to really the pumpkin patches or like the corn mazes or anything. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't get around to that this year. It really is hit or miss for me. It's depending upon how many other priorities or responsibilities I have at that time and stuff.
Facts.
So, anyways, but
how was your weekend, Miss West?
Yeah.
We didn't even ask you that.
My weekend was good. It was real chill. I actually linked up with 2 of my old friends. They have a podcast. And they want little old me. Yeah, they already have a little something going on.
Okay.
And now they want little old me to be on it. So I think I'm about to start. I need to start getting back active on social media and stuff.
Right.
So
shout your peoples out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Juwan. My friends since middle school. Probably.
The Anthony and Juwan podcast, or
Anthony. It's called Put Me on Game.
Put Me on Game.
Yeah, Put Me on Game.
Find that on Stitcher, Spotify.
Yeah, Apple.
And Apple.
I like
anywhere.
It. I'm rocking with it. They said they need my feminine touch.
They do.
So I'm gonna just
They need the Michelle Yee.
Hold on now, we ain't gonna let you go now. Hold on. You have to sign the
Angela
contract.
Yee, sorry.
Not
Michelle Yee. I don't know.
It's a weekend thing.
Kiara is easily replaceable.
It's a weekend thing.
I'm in Angela.
I've never been easy replaceable. But yeah, that's what I did this weekend. We're gonna do our first test run next week. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Good
I love being behind a mic.
What'd you dress up as?
I was a college student, a stressed out college student. So stressed, depressed. So I was a college student.
Facts.
What were you for?
You were nothing. Post Malone, or was that last year?
That was a couple years ago, actually.
Okay.
The 2 best costumes that I've had with Post Malone. That was 2018, and then I went to Chapel Hill back in 2015, and I dressed up like in the hazmat suit, like the Breaking Bad. I had like the face mask and everything, the gloves.
I seen somebody last night pull off the Hugh Hefner thing I told you to do.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I seen somebody do that, and then last night I seen another one. It was I know y'all seen Boondocks.
Yeah.
Pimp named Slipback.
Oh, for real?
Oh man, that's what I do right there. Yeah.
Somebody was a pimp named Slipback in the party, but yeah, man. Key, what we talking about today?
But today on the chalkboard, let me pull it up. I don't really gotta find it. Oh, we're gonna talk about Young Miami. Her new single is called Rat Freaks. If you've heard it, please. If you have heard this song, please drop your opinion in the comments because I really want to know. It's very controversial, so I just really want to know what the people think. And then we have a Louisiana officer, an African American Louisiana officer was fired because he tased someone after being called racial slurs. So I just want to know how the people feel about that because it's like a different scenario this time.
Hold on, I got a quick question. I'm sorry. Who dropped this song again? It's crazy how I just went blank.
Young Miami.
Young Miami. That's her name.
Yeah.
It's crazy how I just went blank.
Then we have Ice Cube. Jamie, you're gonna give us a little bit.
Oh
of that.
Yeah.
Ice Cube turned down some money, a lot of money.
Yeah, for those of y'all that don't know, your boy Ice Cube walked away from a $9 million bag on set of an up and coming comedy film.
Right?
So he is refusing the mandate, and that man said, "I don't need that $9 million. I'm good."
And he walked.
And we're gonna pull up some more information, talk about that too later. Yeah, turn it down.
We just got the motivational topic. So to dive into the first topic, Young Miami, aka Carisha, Rat Freaks. How do y'all feel about it?
Shout out Carisha.
Did anybody listen to it? Nobody heard it?
I saw a little bit of it. I saw a little bit of it. She dropped was
like
Diddy was he in the music video? Was that Diddy?
For sure.
Yeah. I saw Meg was dropped or name dropped or was in the video.
Moneybagg and
Moneybagg, yeah.
Yeah. All these good folks.
Man.
But it says, I'm gonna read an article. It says, "Woo, Young Miami dropped her first, and this is her first solo single as a rap artist, because she's always with JT. She's always it's always a City Girls thing. It's always a collective thing. So this was her first solo single by herself. So she dropped it Thursday night, and the internet has been trying to decode her bars ever since. Miami name dropped 14 of your favorite celebs on a track, but recently told Billboard she was just having fun with the bars. The song is showing love to all the rappers right now. It's nothing personal, Young Miami said. I named a bunch of guys who are on top, that's hot, that's popping. Nothing is personal, nothing is literal. I'm just having fun. Miami said the song was inspired by the risque bars spit by rappers such as Trina, Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, Biggie Smalls, who released similar tracks over the years. Which a lot of people were like, why is she naming all these people? But it's been a thing in rap.
That's
been
facts.
a thing.
Bro, I haven't heard the song, but
exactly where I'm about to go with this.
Yeah, 50 Cent dealing with the Harder Ride.
Can we talk about Control? Like K-Dog's Control verse though? Bro, named the entire industry on that
Nicki
song,
Minaj
bro.
dropped Barbie Dreams.
But all of those songs have one element in common with all of that.
What's that?
They have like
good.
So you've heard this song. I don't think it's worthy.
I saw in the comments.
The video makes the song better.
Gotcha.
Right. Like, honestly, if you want to really go there, I feel like videos make the songs songs.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've heard plenty of songs that I didn't feel the song, then I saw the video, and I started feeling the song.
Right.
After I saw the video.
I feel like if you listen to the song, she just sounds off to me. It just sounds off. Like
is she rapping on beat?
Write it.
Here's two comments. She already said on an interview she didn't know how to rap and that JT talked her into it. We believe you now, girl.
Facts.
And then the next comment right below that, Carisha, which is her legal name, and Blueface can't rap on beat to save their lives.
Bro, like I don't know what it was. It's like a 6-year-old trying to say, not 6-year-old. It's like an infant trying to say the ABCs, man. It's just off, man.
Bro, that first comment was violating. Okay, I believe her now.
Key, what you think about it? What you think about the track?
I feel like it was a bold move. And it definitely did what it was supposed to do, which she wanted to get people talking, and it got people talking. So.
Absolutely.
I mean, she just trying to have fun and just
like it wasn't like
sure. I mean, why not?
No, it wasn't like a funk.
I wish she would have put my name
type.
in it.
Yeah, me too.
put my name into
Me
it.
too.
Yeah, like why aren't she name dropping me?
Right. Name drop Monkey
If
Radio.
you're gonna do a song like that, it should be good. You know, I don't know. That's just me. I'm just talking.
Yeah, I feel like it was very controversial though. That's what you wanted, so.
It was controversial. I go for that.
I remember when that WAP song came out.
Oh my gosh.
I remember where I was. When I heard that song, I was so surprised.
She also
Yet
said
entertained.
Someone said how to shoot your shot with everybody in less than 2 minutes.
No, yeah. And she said I watched the interview where she went on live and like she further explained it. She was gonna name drop people like Drake. She was gonna name drop a bunch of more people. And the song was only a minute and some change. She was gonna make it longer, but she said she just wanted to get the point out. Like she didn't want to drag it. So that's why the song was only so short. But
like you said, she got people talking.
So
yeah.
She's one that stirs up the pot. Basically.
She dropped Tom Brady.
She dropped Tom Brady?
Like in there. She was talking about someone putting a ring on it and like talking about Tom Brady at the Super Bowl or something like that.
Okay, not for listening to the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah. She
I'm gonna be honest. That's like the one line that I remember.
Right. I remember that line. If I don't remember anything else, I feel you.
No, it wasn't that bad though. I mean, it was. I guess it's like what's the word? Opinionated. Yeah.
Right.
Because some people loved it.
How do you think it's gonna do, like overall? Do you think it's just gonna like have a big start and then sputter out?
Yeah, but what I wanted to add, she's number 4 on Apple Music. Like
she's trending.
She's rising. Like she keeps going up. Keeps going up in numbers.
She's trending on YouTube.
Music video that's trending.
I don't know, man.
She's not.
No, she's trending on Apple Music. The song is trending.
No, I know. I was asking about YouTube. I'm assuming she's not trending on YouTube because of the nature of the video. But
I mean, even then, it probably could trend in too.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like she's gotten enough views. She's gotten 3.3 in like a couple days.
Yeah.
So by all accounts, it should be trending. But they blacklist some videos and don't put them on trending.
Let me ask you this then: out of the 3 million views that the song has, right? How many of those are disliked?
She's got a 90% like to dislike ratio. 115,000 likes.
A lot of people like Young
Miami,
despite what people be
like
saying
the
about
song
it,
too.
or say about
that's crazy.
116,000 likes, 14,000 dislikes.
Yeah, people were like, before I heard the song, I was just seeing like all the tweets and stuff, and people were like, "Oh, Carisha, go Carisha, you killed that."
Which surprised me based upon the comments. Maybe they're liking the video itself. Some music videos are really good. Maybe the song that they're actually about isn't that great, but like the video more than makes up for it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
A lot of like what comes to mind, a lot of Cole Bennett directed music videos tend to do that. Right. He'll make a dope. He'll make a dope music video, even if the song's not like the best.
Right.
So
and that's like I said before. That's what a music video really does and try to accomplish. It enhances the musical aspect of the song.
Right, absolutely.
So that way, when you see the visuals and see what's going on and see what the lyrics relating to the visual, you be like, oh, snap.
Yeah, or they add another layer even.
But I am sorry, when I heard this song last night at his Halloween kickback.
Oh, for real? So it came on?
Yes, and I'm like, what is this? Can you please turn this off? My ears are bleeding.
Well, I will say that. Do y'all know how City Girls got signed? I don't really know the for sure story, but I'm pretty sure that either they had one song or they didn't have any songs.
No, they had a couple bangers.
No, I mean like they weren't like the typical independent artist that has been like chasing the music career.
Yeah, I know.
They were basically like they had the look, they had the sound.
Right. Come here.
Right.
And then one of the first things that they did, first big things that they did was "Nice for What" by Drake.
Right.
At the end, In My Feelings. It's either In My Feelings or It's Nice for What, but they have a part at the end of the song, and that was really like their breakout.
See, I had heard that on the Drake song that little small sample that they had actually rapped a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
And Drake went in the studio and just chopped that one little part.
Right.
Yeah, but that's still legendary though.
Yeah,
shout out Drake.
What
that was probably
was
more effect.
Too bad, isn't in a way. Oh, that's
Nice for What. It had the bounce sample. It had the Big Freedia. Did it have Big Freedia sample? Yeah, it was like New Orleans bounce.
He is not one of them. Ford is not one of them.
They were like, or he threw them on sample. I don't know if he sampled them or if they just had a little snippet
Yeah, like I heard that they actually like rap verses.
I think they were new. That was kind of one of
when they came back and scrapped it. They scrapped most of their verses and just put that small little.
Why does it feel like they've been in the game for like so much longer than that? And also their mixtape, which I thought was their debut album, was Period or whatever.
Because it did so well. It did so well.
It does not feel like their actual debut album came out like less than 6 months later. I thought that their mixtape was dropped in 2017 and their debut came out in 2018.
Yeah, and I just want to say shout out to the City Girls because a lot of people doubted them and they're still like in the game and they're still.
I think the first time I heard them, I was just like, "What?" My man's with the anti-City Girl agenda. He's like, "This tweet is brought to you by the anti-City Girl agenda."
Was it something they said in a song?
I think.
Was it something they said in a song?
Bro, no. What is the? Look, I'm not.
Take Your Man was like one of the first songs I heard from them.
It's just not me. I'm sorry. That's not my lane. It's not my cup of tea. That's not my genre.
What was like their first? I'm trying to think. What was their first like big song?
I don't know, but hold that thought. We'll talk about it after the break. But we're gonna go into our first break of the show. You're tuned into The Bottom Line with Kiara West.
Ford Bowles.
I'm gonna just start
Jamie Davis
cutting it.
And Altoine
You're tuned into The Bottom Line with Kiara West. Cuts off mics. Don't go Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
More of The Bottom Line coming up on Bronco-iRadio.com.
BroncoRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is live. Monday through Friday nights from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. It's I Love. Nighttime is the right time for you to relax during the smoothest show on the radio. I love. Don't you be afraid to let me elevate you. Welcome you to Super Jupiter. Enjoy your favorite neo soul. I love. 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. And classic slow jam. Your weeknights will be filled with love during I Love. Only on BroncoRadio.com. We're proud to be I Love.
BroncoRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is live. What to do when you are pulled over or arrested by the police. You have rights. You have the right to remain silent. If you wish to exercise that right, say so out loud. You have the right to refuse consent to a search of yourself, your car, or your home. If you're not under arrest, you have the right to calmly leave. You have the right to a lawyer if you are arrested. Ask for one immediately. Regardless of your immigration or citizenship status, you have constitutional rights. Your responsibilities is to stay calm and be polite. Do not interfere with or obstruct the police. Do not lie or give false documents. Prepare yourself and your family in case you are arrested. Remember the details of the encounter. File a written complaint or call your local ACLU if you feel your rights have been violated. This has been a BroncoRadio.com public service announcement. We're keeping you in the know.
Now, back to The Bottom Line on Bronco-iRadio.com.
BroncoRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is live. You're tuned to The Bottom Line with Kiara West.
Altoine Andrews.
Jamie Davis.
And Ford Bowles. My man's so quick with it. Why?
Oh, man. We're just going to keep moving right along. Next on the chalkboard, we have a Louisiana officer was arrested after being accused of tasing a suspect who called him racial slurs during an arrest. Monroe police officer Timothy Miller was charged with aggravated battery and malsufficient in office in connection with Miller's use of a taser on a suspect during an arrest on September 24, 2021. The city of Monroe released in a statement Friday. According to reports, the suspect did not listen to Miller's multiple requests to get inside of his patrol vehicle during the arrest. Once the suspect was finally inside the car, he began to use racial slurs against Miller. And according to the report, that's when Miller tased him. Now, I just want to know.
Bro, I've seen so much worse.
Like, what do y'all think about this? I just thought this was such an interesting topic because... I want
to know what was said to the officer.
That's what I want to know, too.
He said, like...
I feel like all the racial slurs, that's enough to know.
My question, it said he already had him in the car, so was he already cuffed and stuff? That's my question.
Yeah.
If he was, I mean, I understand the police officer for getting justifiably pissed if someone was to say that to me, regardless. I'm just wondering if he happened to be cuffed or not.
Yes. Yeah, I think if he's in the car, he's probably cuffed. He's probably been slammed and roughed up, and that does not give the police officer the right to tase him. If he says something, I don't think your words should allow. I don't think someone's words give you the opportunity to hurt them in that manner, tase them.
Yeah. Right. But how many instances have we saw where somebody's being arrested and they do absolutely nothing, no racial slurs, cooperating to the fullest, and they end up dead, not tased, not shot, not arrested, not.
I understand what you're saying, Key, but the thing is that we hold
completely.
It's complete facts. I'm not.
That's what I was going to say.
What she's saying, by no means at all. And for the people that are watching on my phone, we're talking about a Louisiana cop that got tased. He tased a suspect that was already arrested, pretty much. My personal thoughts about this is, I feel like we have to hold the cop to accountable because he's a cop. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, regardless of how he looks, he's a cop. Because if it was a person, if it was a white man, a white cop that tased a black man, we would be looking at like the white cop is racist. You understand what I'm saying?
But I don't know if you'd be seeing the same consequences.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was about to say.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I just feel as if the cop had already had him, like you said, arrested in the car.
Right.
And he's just blabbing off at the mouth.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
At that point, I feel like we have to say, we already did our job.
Right, exactly. I agree with that.
Right. Now that's the point where you pull out your tasers. What you say?
You said, what about my mama?
Right. That's out of pocket. That's not called for.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But the point when he takes his taser out of his pocket or wherever off his belt, goes to the back seat, then tasers him, that's when he's in the wrong.
Right.
That's what I say. That's why I say we have to hold a cop accountable because he's a cop.
But arrested, why does he not put on administrative leave with pay? Like how any other when you know what I'm saying? Like, he got arrested. He lost his job and got arrested.
I mean, we already know how it's a double standard.
Absolutely. I don't know if he's been I don't think he's been let go by the has he?
Headline?
I don't think he's been fired from the police department or anything. I think he was just arrested for.
I think what happens is like what you said. 9 times out of 10, if the shoe was on the other foot and it was
that's all I'm saying.
a white officer and a black person that was apprehended, if it gets reported, when it gets reported, it would be more than likely a different process as opposed to what we're seeing right now with this black officer who was arrested.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation because it's a gray area. It's too much gray area here. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't know a lot in order to actively or accurately give our thoughts on it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But what was you saying for?
No, I think there's a couple things here that are important to point out. Obviously, one, the fact of the matter that, this, and I'm sure there's a plethora of other cases similar to this where, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, race and skin color comes into play oftentimes during these issues. And that if a white cop or even a white passing Latino cop did the same exact thing with all the same exact kind of circumstances, we probably would not be looking at this guy getting arrested. We probably see him being on paid administrative leave or paid leave. He would be
at the bar.
They would have him on start an investigation into it. It'd be this long process. This guy's been arrested after literally a week of it happening, but you don't see that happening. Even we were talking about that one incident with the guy in his car at that Wendy's, I forget, and was in Georgia or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, Keith?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
When he was sleeping in his car.
Yeah, and just other instances like that where cops do way worse things and tasing is not nothing. Obviously, tasers can have effects past just tasing someone.
And at the end of the day, I will say when it comes to being arrested, we as black people make up most of the prison system.
Facts, absolutely.
It's I would want to say it's a very well calculated plan that has gone into play to keep this cycle going on and on.
Absolutely. I additionally was gonna say as well, what we need to recognize is the fact that this speaks to the larger issue of police misconduct, police brutality, other stuff like that, and that it goes beyond skin color. And the fact that, I mean, you heard what I was saying about, I don't think the guy should have necessarily been arrested this quickly. I think he should probably have been, at least they should have done a more thorough investigation. And, you know, I don't think it was not justified that he probably lost his cool. Whether I, fully agree
because
with that.
the article does say that the man he wasn't getting in the patrol car. And he had to ask him several times before he actually got into the patrol car.
Exactly.
And then when he sat down in the patrol car, that's when he started to call him the racial slurs or whatever. Yeah. And that's when the officer tased him. So I would say, like, maybe if he would have tased him, while he wasn't getting in the car because he wasn't cooperating, we can probably argue a better argument.
Exactly.
But just because he was already in the car sitting down handcuffed, we can't really it's not really too much to argue here. But except the fact that there is a systematic problem, clearly,
I think just with the police misconduct, police brutality, police violence stuff, the thing is that you can see this as a system-wide thing because if it was more of an individual thing and not a system-wide thing, then you wouldn't see necessarily incidents like this happening across racial lines, and you would kind of just see it isolated to a lot of like white on black or white on other minority populations.
I think one of the biggest highlight reels we have is the George Floyd case, which was when 2020 last year.
Floyd, that was 2020.
And even before then,
what was the Elijah? What was the guy's name?
I was about to say Elijah Henry. That is That is.
I mean, the list goes
on.
But you know who I'm talking about. I think he had the guy that had. I think he had autism.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh man,
McLean or
Elijah McClain.
McClain.
Say it.
Is that it? Yeah.
Say his
name. But there's
name.
countless people. What was the guy? Philando Castile. The dude in New York. What was it? Freddie Gray.
Yeah.
The list goes on. So there clearly is an issue here. And I think the largest systemic problem is the lack of accountability, one, obviously the rise of the police state as an entity over the last probably 30 years or more, and additionally the lack of weren't we talking about how you can get a hair license, or it takes longer to get your hair license than it does to become a cop? Yes. Yeah, I mean, stuff like
that. Isn't that so sick?
Like, that is crazy.
Like a cop should be a multi-year process where you have a kind of a deep vetted thing.
Mental evaluation.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
A family background, history,
Facts. Exactly. And the thing is, people be like, oh, that's invasive on civil liberties and stuff. You're working for the state.
Yeah,
right. If you want to get all the benefits that cops have and the good pay and all this other stuff, you better
have that power.
But the fact of the matter is, a lot of police officers, just like people in any field, not just the police field or the military field, there's a lot of people that have a need to want to be in power and be in control over somebody.
That's not, but and that's the problem. That's the problem.
I'm not saying
that's the problem.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. And those people need to be assessed. Those people need to be put through more rigorous training.
Exactly.
Those people need
rigorous.
Yeah,
yes,
rigorous training.
Rigorous.
I'm in agreement with him.
But the thing about it is, hold your thought, please. It's hard. It's absolutely hard. But it's only hard in America.
Yeah, I've heard some successful stories about
that's
other
the only place
countries
where police is hard at. It's the only place where you have a problem where police is an issue, a true issue.
But I feel like it just depends on the cultures and the rules, because in this place we do have the ability to worship what we want to worship,
right?
How we want to worship.
I understand that, but what
certain
I'm saying
things,
is, I'm just strictly talking about.
Oh no, I feel you. Like as far as like people getting knocked down, losing their lives, taken away from their families. It runs rampant here in the U.S. Yes, it is crazy.
It's just like, I don't understand why it's only in the U.S. where you have people getting killed, people getting murdered, people that are getting harassed, people that are getting racially profiled by police officers that are supposed to be like protecting you. They're supposed to be helping the community.
That's what their PR for,
exactly.
you know.
Right.
But you have police officers in third world countries that aren't doing those kind of things.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Nations. It takes 2-3+ years to become a police officer. Here, like I said before, and said multiple times, it only takes 7 months, 6 to 8 months to become a police officer in the United States. It takes a year for you to get your barber license.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
What I'm saying. Additionally,
I'm not disagreeing with you. No, but the only place where it's hard at is in America.
I will see. Okay, I absolutely acknowledge, obviously, the issue as I've said that.
But I don't know if I want to live anywhere else. I'm not going.
I ain't gonna say all of that.
I'll say this.
Canada. I'm coming, Canada.
I'll say this. I disagree with your assertion that this is the only place. The Philippines have a major police issue. Brazil also has a major police issue.
New England,
but no, I understand what you're saying. That there are fundamental issues here that we don't see in many other countries, especially like developed nations. Especially developed nations.
No issues everywhere else. It's the only place. I'm just saying,
but like a systemic, broken kind of issue where there's just deterioration on all levels. I agree with that.
The foundation is terrible.
Right, exactly. And so I think it comes from numerous things. It comes from, like you said, power trip. We have made the police and I think it's this policy. I don't know when it was started, but they kind of call it the warrior effect or whatever, where the police have warped their job into kind of this, not fallen warrior, but this kind of warrior mentality as like you're kind of like the Batman. You're like the Batman.
The enforcer.
Yeah, exactly.
You are the enforcer.
And it's delusional. It's delusional.
Yeah.
It is genuinely delusional, and it's antithetical.
And that can happen in any field of work, not just.
Absolutely.
Right.
Of course it can, because
it could be in the military, it could be in your group. Right. And there's that one person that's like, I'm gonna teach so and so a lesson. I'm gonna teach you guys a lesson. Yeah. So.
I think it's systematic in that you see this, and yeah, sure, not every cop, but that's not the point. That's not what systemic does not mean 100%. It means the vast majority, and that it's kind of built into the framework.
It's a clever structure.
That's what I'm saying is it's going to happen. One way or another, like just like this guy, regardless of, I don't agree with the fact that he called this guy racial slurs. I think that's disgusting, but he was still tased and whatnot even when he was in the car. So there is still the same kind of trajectory, the way the police handle these situations, regardless of who you are, where you come from, all this stuff. Because I think people try to individualize police issues when a lot of them, in my opinion, are a lot more systemic. This goes, we don't have time for it, but you can branch this off into the legal structure.
Yeah, we can go.
Right, we could talk about this all day.
No,
so
I know.
I was just. We can talk about this all day. Such a good topic. But moving right
Fire.
along.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna pull up the chalkboard back up. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. I just cannot talk today. Cannot speak. But next we have the Ice Cube thing.
Oh, my boy, Ice Cube.
He walked away from 9 million, y'all.
Today was a good day, yo. Shout out to Ice Cube.
I'm sorry, I'm a bag chaser.
Let me let y'all know what happened.
But that 9 million was probably like $1 to him in real life.
Facts. That's what. Well, yeah, he's got how much his net worth now.
Let me explain it to the viewers. Ice Cube walked away from $9 million over a vaccination mandate on a set of an up and coming comedy film. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the store curbed producers at Sony's forthcoming All Hell No when they requested that he get vaccinated. The 52-year-old entertainer forewent his role in the film after being asked. Although none of the parties involved commented on his departure from the film, that has been plagued with another setback since its inception. The other co-star, Jack Black, who also serves as one of the movie's producers, was hurt in June while he shot a gag for the final episode of Conan. So, even though Cube declined the vax, he has been vocal about wearing masks. THR reported that the former NWA frontman forged a donation drive of 2,000 masks in August. He also created a line of tees to encourage mask wearing during the first part of the pandemic. The check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, I like that. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, yo. It's classic. Those t-shirts were in partnership with Blackout and proceeds that went to help frontline healthcare employees. So it looks like Ice Cube has been behind supporting the
masking
and the basically empowerment of the COVID movement. But he wasn't going for getting vaccinated. So I got a tweet here from several tweets. I'll read a few from some people. At Major Factor 2 said, another super rich person turning down millions simply because they were required to get the vaccine and opted not to. Ice Cube and Kyrie Irving both have their right to choose. Just don't expect me to hop on the thoughts and prayers train if and when SHIT goes
keep
down.
that, keep that.
That is bad.
People not feeling
it.
It
sounded good at first, but it just took a time for the way.
Bro.
Somebody said Ice Cube is a real man and a real American. More of this.
I saw a tweet that was talking about how his mother-in-law has it currently. He's in the hospital. I'm not sure. I don't know the complete validity of that, but if so, it's kind of one of those things where you have people are like, oh well, once it comes close to you, then you'll start to get real about it because it's touched your life. Right. But even then, you see people still not kind of taking things seriously in a way. And so, I mean, at least he's been at least he's been down with masking, because objectively that has worked, I think, and has stopped a lot of the spread. Whether you can talk about whether we need mask.
Well, let's shout out Ice Cube because Ice Cube is part of the legendary NWA. So
straight out of Compton.
Hope y'all know what NWA stands for. If you don't, just Google it. Ice Cube has always been sort of an innovator / rebel to the entertainment world. So must be nice to turn down $9 million.
Right, and to just.
I think you could have put me on the operating. You could have threw me on the operating table of about 900,000.
Yeah, man, you could have. Never mind.
All right, $30,000.
$9
million. Nah, but facts.
30,000.
Exactly.
For the shot.
I mean, dude, if you're giving me a decent for sure.
Hey, people at Fairfield State got the shot for
$400.
Bronco Express.
I know, I'm talking about some 30,000.
Right.
Girl, you did it for 400.
I think that's a bigger.
Right.
I honestly think that's a bigger statement on where people are at, though, economically, where the country is at, because people, even for a couple $100, are willing to do something like that.
Must be nice to be able to turn down that amount of money, and that's nothing against Ice Cube, because I feel like that brother is one of the few who really earned his spot in Hollywood.
Facts.
Oh yeah, for
Hollywood has chewed a lot of people up and spit them back out, and he's one of the good ones, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't. I kind of have a mixed opinion.
Well,
on
Ice Cube is he's worth $160 million. So that $9 million.
That's his
net worth. That's not his
and
total
that's just
assets.
his net worth.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he makes from the net, net worth. That's not.
I guess it is his total assets. But that's
no.
Yeah.
No. Because think about they used to do shows straight cash, no paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they have way
That's
more
true.
than their net worth. Net worth is just
That's
their
only,
net worth.
I guess, traceable income.
Yeah, traceable
Right,
income.
right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Well, he's worth 160, so I know he's not missing that little $9
He's
million.
not worried about that. Plus, he's got the Big Three, the 3-on-3 basketball league. That's pretty insane.
I watched that faithfully.
Yeah.
I think my take on all of these things is that it's not that I'm basically indifferent to people who are doing this, and that their consequences are losing whatever opportunities. I do feel for people that are actually working class people that have to make income to kind of survive. I can at least understand that a bit more, and I can be a little more empathetic to that kind of thing. However, I don't know. I think when you're in that position as well, you're probably more likely to say, no, I'm going to do this because I at least feel that this is my, I'm doing my due diligence to kind of do my part in kind of my public service in a way of protecting kind of the whole, trying to get us in a sense to kind of the percentage we need to be at for, herd immunity in a way.
Right.
So, I can at least, I think people in those positions that are more economically vulnerable are much more willing to do that, because they're much more willing to at least say, I'm going to, take this nominal risk for the fact that I could not get
I have to pay my bills.
Exactly.
I
can't get sick.
Groceries.
I can't get sick, all these things.
And I heard 50 Cent say one time, whoever said that money doesn't change you, they just didn't make enough. Absolutely.
Right. I mean,
my man's
because if
my
you
man's
start
there
making
now.
a lot of money and you don't
You're
change
gonna
as a
think
person,
different.
you're gonna think different. You're gonna move
Hopefully,
different. Your
right.
lifestyle is gonna become more expensive.
Right.
Like,
I'm eating
you know?
better.
Dude,
Yeah.
look at literally any billionaire. Like that's the sign of where like excessive wealth literally
Right.
changes a person's psyche and how they view the world.
No,
you
yeah,
know?
for real.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's
Well, one day, hopefully, we'll all experience it on Bronco Eye Radio.
Right,
And
no, for real.
I know I will.
I know I will.
you get in the bag.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah, we need a motivational topic. Okay, moving right along. We're gonna dive into the motivational topic of today, which is
Motivate.
how to follow your dreams.
Okay.
How many steps? There are 6 steps. Here are a 6-step plan to fulfilling your dreams. Number 1 is catch a clear vision for where you want to go. I want to change the music bed.
Change that thing.
I know I use Champions a lot, y'all, but I just love it.
It's all good.
Real good one. Number 1, catch a clear vision for where you want to go. Take time to define for yourself exactly where you want your dream to take you. Number 2, find people who are doing what you want to do and talk to them. Ask them what it took for them to get there. Ask some of these people to help you on your own personal journey. Perhaps they can mentor you on your journey.
Success.
Number 3,
Championships.
figure out the steps it's going to take to get there. Don't look for a simple, quick path. This is a journey you're deciding to undertake. You're going to need a lot of help, a lot of patience, and it's going to take time. Number 4 is set large and small goals and track your progress to keep you motivated. Do something little each day. Don't wait for the big blocks of time when you can really dig into something serious. The more frequently you work at your goals, the more energized and encouraged you'll be. Set short-term goals and track your progress. This will help you maintain your focus on your dream. Trust me, if you don't stay focused, you'll be distracted and get busy doing all kinds of other things. Here's what Julie said. Yeah, y'all want to touch on this?
I mean, yeah,
that's some good stuff. That's some great information.
I think that's something that the breaking things down is, I mean, something I hear so many times, but I think it's because there is a very valid point in that kind of structure of things, of like dealing with task management like that and goal management.
Yeah.
So especially this semester, I'm thinking like that, you know, there's all these different parts to all these bigger semester long projects or things such as that. And it's nice when I appreciate professors that at least incentivize you to break the project down actually yourself, because it at least gives you an experience where you've at least fulfilled doing that kind of process already, and so you can say, wow, this is a lot easier actually. Maybe I should try and kind of like do this myself.
Totally agree with you. Gives you that safety net and that small grace period to kind of cross your T's and dot your I's and make sure that everything is
so you're not just like throwing stuff behind you into this giant pile of things that you're like, okay, I'll do these eventually.
Guilty.
No, I'm the worst with like kicking the can down the road, man.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Procrastinator. That's me. Trying to fight it.
No, seriously. Number 5 is be prepared for setbacks. Anyone who has ever gone after their dream has experienced the pain and disappointment of rejection and failure along the way. These setbacks don't have to stop you from continuing towards your goal. Be prepared to find a different route if the one you were counting on turns into a dead end. In fact, you haven't failed until you actually quit trying. But we don't even try here at Bronco Eye Radio. We don't do that. We attempt.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said the word that shouldn't be said, ma'am.
I know, but it's in the article, so I was just going to read it. But I had to, you know.
She's calling out the author. She's calling out the author here. She's like, sorry, that's not a word that I know. I don't know that word.
We don't try over here at all. Because trying, you know, you never really get, you never really are successful with trying. That's why we attempt.
Amazing notes. I like that. I like that a lot. For real.
That's a quote I hear. I've heard often the last few years about you don't fail fully until you quit.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Because then like you definitely fail because there's no more.
I think there is because I think a lot of people get confused with kind of like trying something that you've tried for like a long time and that just like and many times just it's not working out, and then saying, okay, I'll kind of succumb to that and then just pivot it somewhere else, versus coming to like pushback or failure only a couple times when you're early on.
Right.
You know, I think there's a vast difference between that. You know,
right.
And I think
like
differentiating between the two is important.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you never lose. You either win or you learn.
Exactly.
Right. We don't take L's.
Right.
The L is the lesson.
The L is the lesson. Yeah.
Child.
Yep.
That's it.
I don't take losses.
And sometimes your biggest, what you think in your mind that is your biggest setback is really a setup. Because I know it's been plenty of times in my life where I just felt like the wind just got knocked out of me and I got to start over. I got to start from square one. But when I start from square one, I end up accomplishing so much more because of the opposition or the obstacle that I can look back and say I would have never went that hard if I wouldn't have went through that. Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
facts.
no. That's a big thing.
That was kind of like how it was. Like I had a huge setback during the COVID semester in spring 2020. I screwed up at Methodist, and I mean I aged out of a scholarship that I was on, so that's why I really left. But past that, I was just like, I don't really know what to do. I'm probably gonna have to spend an extra semester or a year at college.
Right.
You know, should I just stop now or should I just keep going?
Keep going, always.
And I'm
keep going.
and honestly, like, as much as it sounds weird, like I'm kind of glad that almost happened because it gave me a lot of the opportunities that I'm having here that I would have never had if I had, you know, either finished up earlier at Methodist or even just have taught me ways to be more persistent and also to like to push through that wall of failure in a way.
That's good. That's good because what happened at the end of the day is that your boys down the street off of Langdon was here for you. Fair State.
That's right.
Come on.
Breaking news. Like what?
Bring it.
Where is he going with
Bring
this?
it
Come on in. Bring it in. FSU, Bronco Pride. We're here for you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, the last one, number 6. Find a way to use your dream to help other people. If the dream is only for you, it'll be easy to lose motivation and give up. If you can catch a vision for how you will be able to help and encourage other people, you will find it easier to stay on track.
Absolutely.
Then it says, just remember your dream isn't going to happen just because you want it to. I always say, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Ooh, that's the truth, baby. That's why you need to make going after your dream a priority for your life. Once you're committed to pursuing your dreams, it's important to know and resist the most common dream killers. And then it lists like a whole bunch of dream killers like laziness, not having clear defined goals, thinking you can't, listening to other people's negative opinions, it becoming difficult, money, wrong motives, it's not your dream, unrealistic goals, deadlines, quitting.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
No, but I think so many of those, like, even myself looking at the kind of the doorway of post-grad life, I'm trying to take this as a learning opportunity to say, okay, what do I want to do?
Right.
Like, where do I want to go?
Right.
And I was thinking of that even today and yesterday because I'm just, so many years of my life and so many times I didn't even think, like, you can do what you want. Like,
whatever.
You can, you don't have to just do, you know, even the small things that may in your perception only be your limitations of like what you can do or what is possible. You know, you can look past that and say, what would I actually really be energized to go for? You know,
like, what's your passion? What do you wake up and want
like
to do?
Like moving out.
Like, a job.
Like, where do I want to move out to? Like, what's a city that I would really like to go to? You know, that kind of stuff.
You got to take all those things into consideration.
Take into consideration what you want to do.
Anybody have anything else to add?
Y'all just hit it right on the head.
Before we jump into this last break and
y'all hit it right on the head. I just want to say passion and purpose. That's kind of the energy I was feeling for what y'all was saying. Passion and purpose.
Either one.
That's really
figuring out your purpose is so important because you can have a passion. You can be darn, passionate about something,
but it's not your purpose.
May not be your purpose. So sometimes you gotta recalibrate, get into your purpose, and sometimes you can redefine your passion through your purpose.
Facts.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm loving I love like what's this kind of thing called?
Was you talking about motivational
empowering
topics?
each other?
Yeah, like empowering
self-empowerment.
Yeah, I love it.
Mental kind of.
Yeah, on Bronco Our Radio.
No, we gonna have it for you every Monday. We gonna come with it every Monday. But we're gonna dive into our last break of the show. When we come back, we're gonna shoot you guys with our bottom lines.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere. You're tuning to the bottom line. BroncoRadio.com. We are proud to be.
bronco-iradio.com. More of The Bottom Line coming up on bronco-iradio.com.
BroncoIRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is live.
So you say you need a little inspiration?
Join us for I Inspire.
I Inspire.
Monday through Friday mornings from 8 until 10 a.m. and Sundays from 8 a.m. until noon. Wake up to an inspirational mix of music. It's I Inspire.
I Inspire.
I Inspire. Monday through Friday mornings from 8 to 10 a.m. and Sundays from 8 to 12 noon.
Wake up to an inspirational mix of music.
Featuring inspirational artists like I Inspire.
I Inspire.
I Inspire.
It's I Inspire. Remember, it's not your mama's gospel show. It's world changing.
Tune in for your morning dose of inspiration.
Only on BroncoIRadio.com.
We're proud to be
I Inspire.
I Inspire. BroncoIRadio.com, always keeping you in the know and informed.
In the know and informed. COVID-19 is an illness caused by a virus that can spread from person to person. The virus that causes COVID-19 is a new coronavirus that has spread throughout the world. COVID-19 symptoms can range from mild or no symptoms to severe illness. You can become infected by coming within 6 feet or 2 arm lengths with the person that has COVID-19. Protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Stay at home as much as possible and avoid close contact with others. Wear a mask that covers your nose and mouth in public settings. And please make sure to clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces. North Carolina is doing its part to make sure they are staying ahead of the curve. Under Executive Order 163, North Carolina is under a safer at home phase 2.5 of lifting COVID-19 restrictions. Under this phase, people are also required, with some exceptions, to wear face coverings while out in public when physical distancing of 6 feet is not possible. For more information, visit cdc.gov. Do your part in slowing the spread of COVID-19.
In the Know and Informed is a public service of BroncoIRadio.com, student radio at Fayetteville State University. We're proud to be.
Now back to The Bottom Line on bronco-iradio.com.
Let's turn the mics on.
BroncoIRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is
live.
You're tuning into The Bottom Line with Kiara West.
Go ahead.
Now I didn't want to speak.
Twins. Boom. 4 bowls.
Jimmy Davis.
Okay. All right.
And I was about to say it's Friday afternoon, and it's Monday afternoon.
She's like, I wish.
Motivation Monday.
She's like, I'm into existence, please.
She's like, I wish it was Friday already, man.
I know.
Come on.
We've ran through all of our topics, so now it is time to hit you guys with our bottom lines. Who would like to have the pleasure of going first, giving the people what the people need?
I'll go first.
All right.
This comes from the late Michael Brooks. Shouts out to him. Passed last year. Be ruthless with systems. Be kind with people.
I like that. Be ruthless with systems.
Be kind with people.
I like that. I like that. It's like
Jamie,
power
what
to
you
the
got
people.
for us?
Like,
that's facts.
I like that.
Like it.
Okay.
I like
what I
that.
got, I don't know where it came from. It came from the internet. So that's all I can say. Came from the internet.
The band internet. No.
But what it is this: inspiration does exist, but it must find you working. So.
Okay.
Let's do some work.
All right. I feel that.
Antoine.
It's the same thing every time.
It's the same thing.
You ain't switching it up, man.
No, sir. The wolf does not concern himself with the actions nor opinion of the people. Take care of yourself. Take care of your
sheep.
Take care of your mental. Take care of your physical. I love you guys, and I see you guys on Wednesday. Key, take us out.
My bottom line today, guys. Hold up, because it's on here somewhere. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm about to say. If you know what I'm about to say.
Oh, shout out to Key on that board too, because I'm watching the playback and you was like giving us our solos and everything.
Yeah, you know,
she's tight. She's tight with it. You know, she running a tight ship.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was looking for it, but child, it is prior preparation prevents poor performance.
How you forget that?
I wasn't. I was just trying to pull up my lower third with it, and now it's frozen. So You guys are getting me.
Hey, lit.
I can't make this up.
Lit.
It's frozen. But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. BroncoRadio.com. We are
proud to be. See you guys
we
Wednesday.
will see you guys on Wednesday.
Peace.
What's going on Wednesday? About to leave y'all with a little something. Here we
you
go.
already know.
Too far.
Yeah.